Hey y'all, it's Nikki coming at you with a new video. So when's the last time we have heard about the IRS fools? Been a while, hasn't it? So I was able to track down a IRS scam number today. And lo and behold, I got some good reactions out of these fools. Also, Dr. Anita Cox has IBS. So you're going to hear some bad manners throughout this call as these fools are speaking. I also tried to call these fools back, but it kept going to voicemail. So I guess that number was taken down quick. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy this one and talk to you soon. Peace out.
Thank you for calling Central Revenue Service. How may I assist you?
Yeah, I got a missed call from this number.
Okay, ma'am, can you please verify me your first and last name so that I can take a look up into my system while you were receiving a phone call, ma'am?
Anita, Anita. Last name is
Pardon,
Cox.
ma'am?
Anita,
Anita.
Anita, Cox, Cox. Did you get it that time?
Cox.
Yeah.
That's your last name?
Cox, Cox. Now, why are you going to ask me what's
C-O...
my last name and you just spelled it out?
Ma'am, and can you please verify me the number on which number you have received a phone call, ma'am? Is this a number that you received a phone call on 347-283-5000?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, ma'am, can I put your call on a hold for a minute so that I can take a look up into my system while
Okay,
you were receiving a phone call?
go
Thank you, ma'am.
ahead. Y'all, what type of bullshit is that? You spell my name out, then you ask me to repeat it. Told you these suckers don't listen. They got that go calm in their ear and all that stuff.
Okay, thank you for holding the line, ma'am. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, ma'am, I've got a file of yours in front of me, ma'am, and the reason behind giving you a phone call was to inform you that, ma'am, there is a lawsuit filed against your name by the IRS regarding your
Lawsuit?
tax deficiency. Yes, ma'am. So,
Why is
ma'am, do you
that
ever
lawsuit
about this
against my
lawsuit?
name? Wait a minute. What you talking about? Why the IRS is suing me for?
Ma'am, I will explain each and everything, ma'am.
Please explain
But
each and
before
everything so I can understand what's going on here.
Ma'am, before I explain you about this lawsuit, can you please grab a piece of paper and pen with you, ma'am, so that I can provide you my information along with your case file number, ma'am.
I
And
got a
after that,
pen and a
I will
pepper.
explain you. Yeah, I will explain you what is going on. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, I got a pen and pepper. All I got to do is just go get the salt. I mean, I can go and get it real quick.
You can write down my name, ma'am. Now you are talking with an officer, Justin Gabriel.
Justin Gabriel? Spell it.
Yes, ma'am. My first name is spelled as J-U-S-T for Dom, I-N, Justin.
Okay.
And my last name is spelled as Gabriel.
Spell it.
G for glove, A for alpha, B for bravo, I for internet, E for echo, L for lion.
Okay, so Officer Justin Gabriel. Okay.
Sorry, ma'am, you can write down my page ID number 635100.
635-100. That's your bitch ID number. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Got it down. Duty noted. So what's going on with
And ma'am,
my
you,
case? What's going on here?
ma'am, you can note down your case ID number, ma'am.
That's a case ID number? Okay. What's the case ID number?
A for alpha, E for echo, J for Juliet, AEJ 7605.
Okay, so that was AEJ 7605. Is that what you told me?
Yes, ma'am. And you can write down the years of audit. It was a 5 years of audit done at the head branch of Washington, D.C. And ma'am, can you please turn off speaker?
I'm not on a speaker. I'm not on a speakerphone. What you talking about?
Ma'am, 2013 to 2018. It was a 5 years of audit.
You said 5 years of audit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So y'all been
And
monitoring my
ma'am, you can
taxes for that long, for 5 years? And this the first of me hearing it?
pardon, pardon, ma'am.
I said, y'all been monitoring me that long. This the first of me hearing it?
Ma'am, you can write down the amount that you owe to the federal government. $3,868. $3,868.
Wait, 3000 wait, $3,868. How'd I owe that much?
Ma'am, you write down. I will explain you. Okay, ma'am. Later, I will explain you, ma'am.
Yeah, please explain to me how I owe this much. I file my taxes every single year. So how in the world is I'm on $3,868 to the IRS? Can you please explain
Ma'am,
that to me?
ma'am, now if you have done, then let me explain you. Okay, ma'am. Now you don't need to write it down, but listen to me very carefully. I
I'm
will
listening.
explain you each and everything. And ma'am, I will really appreciate if you not try to interrupt me in between. First of all, let me complete my part, and then I will allow you to speak. You can ask me any question if you want. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Let me tell you, ma'am. Actually, we have done an audit in your tax filing between the year of 2013 to 2018, and we found that there's a tax deficiency under your name worth the amount of $3,868. We have discovered strong evidence that this was not a result of innocent negligence. Rather, we reasons to believe that it was an willful act done with an intention to defraud the Internal Revenue Service. That's the reason IRS has filed a lawsuit against your name of a tax fraud. So, ma'am, do you know what does a tax deficiency means, ma'am?
Yes, I do. I do know what tax
Can
efficient means.
Ma'am, can you please explain me what does a tax deficiency means?
Well, why I got to explain it? You can tell me. I know what it is.
Okay, okay, I will explain you. Tax deficiency means the amount of taxes which you are paying to the government. You are not paying a proper amount of taxes that you actually have to pay. You are paying less amount than your actual taxes. This means you still owe some of the taxes to the government. And when the audit was conducted at your tax filing between the year of 2013 to 2018, we found that there were several
Oh,
mistakes
I'm sorry.
and
I'm sorry.
miscalculation
I had to cough. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I had to cough.
miscalculation in your tax filing. We found out that, ma'am, there were several mistakes and miscalculation in your tax filing, and the amount of $3,868 was less paid by you. So, ma'am, now I'm having your affidavit. Let me start reading your affidavit.
Go
But
ahead.
before I start, let me notify you we both are on a federally recorded line. This line is being federally recorded and monitored by the IRS and to the local authorities.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am, now I'm reading your affidavit. Listen to me very carefully, ma'am.
I'm listening.
IRS has filed a lawsuit against your name of a tax fraud, along with the four serious allegations under your name. The allegations which are pressed against you are: count one, violation of federal tax regulation; count two, violation of Internal Revenue Code; count three, theft by deception; count four, willful misrepresentation to the government organization. Now, let me tell you, at this point of time, we have decided to forcefully recollect this amount from you by involving the Internal Revenue Code 6331H against you. This means IRS will mark a lien on your assets, including your house, your
Asses.
car, and
They
all
gonna
your
mark a lien on my
non-bank
asses?
accounts will be frozen and
Wait a
confiscated.
minute. Wait. I'm sorry. Did you say they gonna mark a lien on my asses?
We will mark a lien on your assets, including your house, your car, and
Oh,
all your non-bank
assets.
account will be frozen.
Okay. I'm sorry. I thought you said asses. You said assets. I'm sorry. You can go ahead.
And we will also file a lien on your assets, and all your wages and benefits will be frozen, informing your employee and the government bodies that you are affiliated. And if you have any existing payments planned with the IRS, then it will be terminated under the Section 30AF IR code, and your passport will be seized along with your state ID. And in case if you belong to any other country other than United States, you will be deported as there is a non-bailable warrant issue out for your arrest. So you will be arrested under these charges.
Arrested?
Now, if you have any kind of any now if you have any kind of question, you can ask me.
Oh my goodness. What you talking about? I'm be arrested. I've never been
Pardon me?
arrested before in my life. What you talking about? I'm be arrested?
Yes, ma'am, because there is a lawsuit under your name.
Why?
Because there's a tax. You have an under your name. There's a case that's tax fraud.
Test
You are
task frog. Okay, so there's a frog out there? I'm sorry. You said it's a frog?
you have a tax fraud.
Oh, tax fraud. Okay, I'm sorry. You said tax fraud. Okay. So a tax fraud. How come this is the first time you're hearing this? I mean, I use a CPA and they tell me every single time I file my taxes that my taxes, the numbers on it is correct. And they say I'm getting a refund. So why is this the first time I'm hearing about this?
Ma'am, let me tell you. According to the rules and regulation of federal government of IRS, whoever are filing your tax, CPA, tax company, or anyone who else, whoever are filing your tax, they are just helping you out. Okay, ma'am?
Well,
They're
they
just
looking
helping
at
you out.
documents. I mean, I submit all my documentation from the money that I made the previous year. The numbers was correct. And you're telling me that my CPA has screwed up? Is that what
Ma'am,
you're
I
telling
didn't
me?
say. Okay, ma'am? Ma'am, the CPA or the tax company, whoever are filing your tax, they're just helping you out. Okay, ma'am? But whatever it's happened, it will be under your name.
Yeah. So that means that my CPA screwed
That's
up.
the reason.
Is that what you're saying? That
That's
they
the reason.
entered the wrong information into the system or something? I mean, we went over the numbers and everything that I made last year and the previous years was correct. So obviously something has happened between your system and my CPA system. And I'm trying to figure out what happened.
Ma'am, I already told you it was from the year of 2013 to 2018. It was the 5 years of audit done at the head branch of Washington, D.C. of the Internal Revenue Service.
Okay, can the Internal Revenue Service send me and my CPA copies of what you guys have on my tax returns so I can go over with my CPA and see where did we screw up at?
Ma'am, yeah, you can do that, ma'am, okay? Ma'am, you can receive your documentation at the federal claim courthouse because, ma'am, as soon as this phone gets hang up, you're going to be arrested. Within an hour, the local sheriff
How can
department
I
will
be
come up to your
arrested?
doorstep
How can I be arrested?
with a
I'm trying to
non-bailable.
resolve this. I mean, how can you arrest someone without proof? You got to first go and counteract what I have and my CPA has to what y'all have. You can't arrest somebody without proof.
Ma'am, listen to me. I've got all your information, and in my system, that's you are a criminal. Okay, ma'am.
How's
You
I'm a
are a tax
criminal?
fraud. You are a
I'm not a
criminal.
criminal. I
So
can't
that's
be a
the reason.
criminal. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to the go house. Come on. How can I be a criminal?
No,
Do
ma'am.
I sound like a criminal
You
to
don't have,
you?
ma'am. You don't have any options left. Okay, ma'am.
I don't have
So
any
you
options
can,
left. So why do y'all call me then?
ma'am. Listen to me, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm
You can
listening.
hang up the you can hang up the phone call. You can hang up the
You go,
phone call so that I will transfer your file to the local sheriff department.
you gonna make
Okay,
me have
ma'am.
to
And
fart.
within an hour, the local sheriff department will come up
Wait,
to
wait,
your
wait, wait. Hold a
doorstep
second.
with a
Hold a second.
non-bailable
I got to
warrant issue
fart.
out for your arrest.
See, this what happens when I get nervous. I get gas, and you're making me nervous. You're making me nervous here. My IBS starts to act up, and it acts up when I'm under stress. I can't have this stress, and you're putting me under stress here. How in the world can you tell me that I'm going to jail and I'm a criminal and I've never been to jail before in my life? I pay my taxes every year when I have to, and I get a refund when when I'm entitled to one. So how can you tell me I'm a criminal? Do it sound like I'm a criminal to you? I'm a
Okay,
doctor.
ma'am. Then whenever you are filing your tax, since from the year of 2013 to 2018,
See, ugh,
you are not filing in a proper way, ma'am. Okay.
my
It
IBS is acting up. You know, when you have IBS, you have a lot more gas because gas is trapped in your stomach. Hey, you know about IBS? You know about irritable bowel syndrome? That's what I have. And you're making it worse. I mean, I can't have stress like this, and you're putting me under stress. Undue stress here. I can't go to jail. I can't go to jail. This is unbelievable. Why are you telling me I'm going to jail? You're telling me there's nothing else we can do. There's no type of deal we can make. Is that what you're telling me?
okay, ma'am. Then what you want me to do, ma'am?
That's what I'm asking you. Y'all called me and told me there was something going on with my taxes. So I'm calling back to see what I can do. I mean, I need to go ahead and call my CPA. Because obviously we need to go back over the numbers that we submit into the system then. I looked at the numbers. She told me everything that I made and what I was supposed to pay. I didn't have anything to pay this year. I got a refund.
Ma'am, I already told you, ma'am, twice. It was from the year of 2013 to 2018. It was the 5 years of audit done at the head branch of Washington
Wait, let
D.C.
me see.
and it was
2013,
done.
I was just starting my clinic. Yeah, I was just starting my clinic and I didn't owe anything because I didn't have any money. 2014, my clinic was getting off the ground and I still didn't get anything. 2015, 2016, 2017. 2017 is when my business was established. That's when I started making money. I own a clinic. So you're telling me out of those years that I owe taxes, the numbers was
Yes,
correct. So how is this
ma'am.
happening? How is this happening? I'm going back trying to remember. And I remember when I didn't get any refunds or owe anything. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. Wait a minute. Something don't sound right. And you're saying there's nothing we can do or there's no documentation you can send me.
Ma'am, because we are trying to send you documentation twice at your mailing address. And ma'am, as
What
per
mailing
the
address you have?
rules of federal, ma'am, as per the rules of federal government, if the documentation are coming from the head branch of Internal Revenue Service,
What document? I
we
mean,
can
what
send you
address did you send
documentation
the
twice,
documentation
ma'am.
to?
Listen to me, ma'am.
Wait, no,
Listen to
I'm
me,
trying to
ma'am,
ask the
once.
question. You told me I can ask a question after you was done reading the affidavit. I gave you a chance to speak. So now I'm asking a question here. What address did you send the documentation to?
Ma'am, we are
What?
not authorized. We are not authorized to disclose any personal information of
Why?
yours or a recorded phone call, ma'am, because this recording must have to play in the federal claim courthouse. And for your security purpose, we are not authorized and we are not allowed to disclose any personal information of yours.
I
And we are
need.
not
What can
authorized
I
to
speak to somebody
ask
else that
your
can help me? Cause you're not helping me here. You're making me angry and you're making me nervous. Can I speak to someone else, please, to find out how we can get
ma'am,
this resolved?
ma'am, I'm not making you
You are.
nervous, okay,
You
ma'am?
making me nervous. You making me angry and nervous. Cause I'm trying to figure out how this happened. And then my IBS is acting up. So I'm trying to figure out what's happening here, and you're not helping me here. You're just telling, but you're not helping. I thought the IRS supposed to be helping people, not
Yeah, ma'am,
dictating.
we are here to help you out, ma'am. Okay, ma'am,
Okay,
but
help
you
me,
are not
please.
cooperating with me, ma'am.
Help me. I
Okay,
am
ma'am.
cooperating with
Ho-
you, but you tell me there's nothing you can do. Help me. I'm asking
Hold on.
for a
Okay, ma'am.
lifeline.
Hold on a second, ma'am. I will transfer your call to my higher authority
Please
so
do.
that they will assist you further. Okay, ma'am.
Yes, please do.
Thank you, ma'am. Be on a line. I'm gonna put your call on a. I'm going to transfer your call. So be on the line. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
oh, oh shit. These IRS fools are very few and far in between because the Social Security Administration scam has taken over and got more popular. So I don't hear about the IRS fools too much anymore. And I caught a live one, probably due to the fact of the tax season, since it's here and they're trying to scam people since it is the tax season and it ends April 15th. So I guess they're trying their best to see how many people they can scam. But these are some dumb fools. I hope y'all enjoy the sound effects with the farting and everything and the coughing. I hope you guys are enjoying that. Let's see what we can do with these fools.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm here.
Ma'am, be on the line. My higher authority, they are busy on a call conference. So, ma'am,
Yes.
if you don't mind, can you please be on the line for a minute?
Please hurry up because I really gonna have to go to the restroom in a few. I just told you I have IBS. So I'm trying to hold it as long as I can to get this straightened out. How long is it gonna take?
Oh, ma'am, it won't take too much time. Okay, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I know it's not ladylike, but I have IBS and it really attacks my system. I'm sorry. Please tell them to hurry.
Okay, ma'am.
Guess I shouldn't eat those beans. Hurry, please, hurry.
Thank you for holding the line. Your line has been forwarded to the senior officer and a supervisor from the Criminal
I'm sorry.
Investigation Department of the IRS.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to let that out. That was a long belch that I was holding in while speaking to your other officer. I do apologize. I have IBS. It's a medical condition, so it affects my system. I'm sorry. Could you introduce yourself again to me, please?
Your phone call has been forwarded to the senior officer and a supervisor from the Criminal Investigation Department of the IRS.
Okay,
My
what's your
name is
name?
Officer Benny, Benny, and the last name is Napoleon, Napolleon.
Benny Napoleon. Okay. Okay. And you're the senior supervisor. Is that what you're telling me? In the criminal division?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Criminal Investigation Department, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Officer Justin Gabriel, he told me there was nothing we can do, and I asked to be transferred to you. Is there anything we can do to get this resolved? Hello?
Right now, here in this scenario, at this point of time, federal
Yeah.
government offers you two options. You are having two options here in this scenario. The first option, that you may disregard the phone call so that I can forward your case file along with your non-bailable warrant to the local sheriff department. Within an hour, the local sheriff department will show up in front of you with the non-bailable arrest warrant under your name. They'll arrest you and they'll take you under custody for upcoming 72 hours. After keeping you into the custody for 72 hours, they'll take you to the federal claim courthouse, where you have to have a criminal attorney with you who can represent yourself in the federal claim courthouse.
Well, I got an
You have to
attorney.
fight a case against the
I have a
internal.
financial attorney. You said criminal attorney. So you're telling me I'm gonna have to get a criminal attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Why? Why? Why I got to get a criminal attorney? They are very expensive. I already paid enough to my financial attorney and my CPA.
No problem, ma'am. Whatever you feel comfortable, you can go with that option. Okay, ma'am?
Well, I want to get it
You
resolved.
can.
I'm a doctor, so I
Uh,
don't want to, I don't want to waste any more time. I want to get this completely resolved so I can go back to my business. I run a very popular clinic here, and I have to get back to them. So I want to get this resolved fully. Can you please help me out, sir?
yeah, the second option which you have is the resolvement option. You may resolve the case, you may resolve the lawsuit outside the courthouse by clearing the amount of taxes which you owe right now to the Internal Revenue Service by following certain protocols of the resolvement procedure.
Okay, he told me it was $3,868.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's how much I would have to pay y'all right now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, will I get any type of receipt or documentation to show if I do
Yes,
pay it?
ma'am.
Okay, how will
Yes,
I get the
ma'am.
documentation? Because he said y'all tried to mail me documentation before, and I told him that I didn't receive it. He didn't even clarify which address he had. So can you please tell me how I'm going to receive this documentation? I don't even know what
Ma'am,
address y'all have.
ma'am, in order to receive the documentations, ma'am, in order to receive that documentation, you need to resolve the lawsuit first. Then only you will receive the documentations, ma'am.
Okay, well, if I choose to go ahead and clear this up, would this be the end of me hearing from y'all?
Yes, ma'am.
You sure? So my record will
Yeah.
be completely clean because, like I said, I
Yes,
never been to
ma'am.
jail before, never been arrested before. So I
All
want
right,
my
ma'am.
record to stay squeaky clean. I don't like dealing with the po-po, and I don't like dealing with the IRS when it comes down to being on their bad side. That's why I make sure I try to have all my stuff, taken care of and done correctly. But obviously, y'all telling me y'all been auditing me for 5 years, and then y'all said my numbers was incorrect. So I want to get this resolved as quick as possible, so I don't wind up in the emergency room for undue stress, which is what y'all causing me.
Okay, ma'am. So if you are willing to go for the resolvement option, you need to clear the amount of taxes which you owe. It means $3,868 right now to the IRS.
Okay, well, I got it, and I got it available. So how can I go
All
ahead
right,
and get
ma'am.
this done?
So where do you have the amount of $3,868, ma'am?
In my
You
pocket.
have it in your.
Yeah, I
You
don't
have
use
cash with
banks.
you.
Yeah, I don't use banks. I use straight up putting it on the mattress. All the money I get.
All right, ma'am. So you have cash with you, $3,868, correct?
Yep.
All right, ma'am. Get the $3,868 on you, ma'am.
Yeah, I got it on me right now. All I have to do is pull it out of my
Yes,
bed.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Pull out from your bag and count it, the exact amount.
It's not in a bank account. It's under the bed.
Uh,
I don't use banks.
oh, no, oh, no problem, ma'am. Get it out from the bed,
Yeah.
okay, and count it, $3,868.
I mean, I have 4,000 on the bed. I don't have to count it. I can just take the whole
No,
stack.
so yeah, ma'am. You get the $3,868 exact amount with you.
Okay. Yeah, I can get that.
You go, yeah, get it on your
Why
hand,
are you
ma'am. That's
getting
what I am telling
loud?
you.
Why are you getting loud for? I can hear you. Why are you
Yeah, and
shouting?
do one thing. Put
Why are you
put that
shouting?
money in your put that money in your fucking asshole.
Yeah, you
okay?
piece of shit scammer
Stinky
motherfucker.
asshole.
Yeah, you asshole. Oh, somebody got triggered.